Guys, welcome back. I wouldn't usually make a double header video for you, but kind of wanted to talk about being comfortable using what you actually feel drawn to for Loki. Now, I just did the video on the Marvel Loki doll unboxing, and we're either going to see a lot of people stay or a lot of people leave, because I know there's like the great fault divide among Lokeans. There are those who feel they're only faithful to Loki by hating Marvel, and there are those of us that like Marvel. It doesn't seem like there are too many Lokeans that are like, meh, who cares? I like it mainly because it's an easy, accessible figure or whatever you want to get that represents Loki. Now, not to debate whether or not he originally was referenced having red hair in the mythos. I think anything you're going to use is going to be valid. I'd mentioned in that video that some people use the Joker, and so there are Joker dolls in the same line. They're actually much cheaper, and you can get like 2 or 3 different styles of Joker. And if you want to use Harley Quinn with it for some reason that speaks to you spiritually, that's just as valid. A lot of pagans don't like modern heathenry statues of Loki. There's the one I had unboxed. I think I took it down. There's the one I had unboxed on the channel, and that might not speak to a lot of people. You might look at it and go, ugh. And there's like one I have coming in, and again, you might take one look at that and go, ugh, Loki doesn't look like it. So it's totally valid to use figures, animals, whatever that speaks to you better, that gives you a better connection to Loki. Now, I know there are always going to be people that are going to have to come up and get in your business and tell you, no, you can't use that. You have to use this whatever, whatever, whatever. Now, does Loki sound like a god that tolerates people seeing themselves up as the grand poobah of Loki? No, he isn't. So, I would say don't let that bother you. He has like a cat. I think you guys have seen. He has like a cat painting on the one thing, and I use some Tengu things with him because of his history with me, and I use Kitsune stuff, and I do use Marvel Loki, but I also use Fox statues, and I use a lot of other stuff. So whatever your personal connection with him is, however he reached you, that's just as valid to use that as it is to use a quote-unquote proper statue, because there really aren't a ton out there, and Loki's not the kind of god to mind as long as you're doing it with, reverence and love. I mean, if you were doing it to be silly or rude, you would get the reaction you're going to get, which isn't going to be a nice one. But if you're doing it out of love, and you're doing it because you like the character, or that's how Loki reached you, I think I've told you guys before, someone was playing Smite, and that's how they found Loki. And if you found him through the movies or the comic books, it's just as valid to have that touchstone. I think there are some Lokeans that like to cosplay Loki as well, and he's not going to mind. So don't let the negative people out there get to you. I know there are a lot of them. In fact, I saw one telling an artist that does both traditional Loki art and Marvel Loki art about how they love this person's art because they have stayed with the true Loki. I'm like, really? Have you also seen they do Marvel Loki? And this person went on about how much they hate Marvel, and the artist must have been sitting there like, So, I just want to remind you guys, it's all equally valid. It's also valid if you don't want to do anything at all. You don't have to do anything at all. If you're not comfortable with that, if that's not how you work with your gods, that's up to you as well. Don't let anybody pressure you into, you have to do this to be with Loki. Loki will let you know what he's happy with. Most of us end up with altars and everything because it's just a thing. It's how we were raised in paganism, and it's how we feel comfy. But if you don't even want to have an altar, or you can't for whatever reason, then, that's valid too. Sometimes people can't have an altar, but that's probably like another video entirely. So I just wanted to make that what was like going around my head. I've probably touched on it before, but I wanted to make that for you guys because I know so many people get so excited about Marvel Loki or whatever they use. I'm using Marvel Loki as an example, And because other Lokeans attack them, they like give it up, and that was just actually something that made them happy and feel close to Loki. So, don't let other people bully you into giving stuff up. If they're that close-minded, I'm not sure why they're Lokeans in the first place. I mean, I get wanting to stay faithful to Loki and stay faithful to pagan views of him, but we could sit here and debate all day how he should look, or what he's the god of and whatever else. So one interpretation is spelled as another, and whatever is working well for you works well for you. So I hope that helps, guys, and feel free to share your thoughts below, but be respectful of each other. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.